What happened? The implosion, right? They won 10 games, and then they lost one.
You're not suggesting that they're going to suddenly
I'm not, but
right.
it's very similar. I said the same thing about Philly. It's a dangerous game you're playing. Like when you're playing teams that you should dominate, you better dominate them. And if not, every single team's going to hang around. Every single team. And I'll tell you where it's really going to play is in the playoffs. That's when it really shows. Because now all of a sudden you're playing a good football team, you're kind of hanging around and all that stuff, and teams, you can't make up a 14-point deficit in the playoffs. And that's the thing, and we've seen them do it. I get it. Patrick Mahomes, this is not the same team. You mentioned those tackles. They can't pass block. This offense is not even close to what we've seen in the past.
Let me give you another area, too, that I'm concerned about between the Chiefs offensively is, I love Worthy on the sweeps outside. I mean, you give it to him on reverses or whatever. He has to establish himself consistently deep down the field. He's a track athlete. You've told me he's a track athlete playing football, and it looks like it on those deep balls, okay? Here it is right here. This should be a big play in the game. Wide open. This kid, he doesn't drag his feet. I don't know, he tries to drag his right foot a little bit early. I mean, this is football 101 here, especially for a receiver in the professional ranks. I mean, go back a couple weeks to the Buccaneers. I saw it last night, and I'm like, didn't he do that before a few weeks ago? That's another wide open. That should be a completion. Your feet should be in. Does he have spatial problems? All right, I want to see this kid deep down the field, being more consistent for this offense, because if he does this and he develops that, then even Kelce even more, Hopkins even more. But you need some type of threat. Right now, this kid on the sideline, he
better
can't get his
track
feet down.
player than he is a football player.
I want to see it improve. You got to get better.
That's why
Worthy.
I was surprised they took him as high as they did. Everybody fell in love with the 40-yard dash. If he's running a 40, fine, go for it. He can compete with anybody.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he put the pads on. The NFL is a size speed league.
Yeah, but what you're saying, not blowing teams out to score quickly.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. A big play down the field, and all of a sudden there's 3, there's 7. The Chiefs have to do this. They have to do this because that's one of the problems.
Absolutely.